Today, I want to cover my 1989 Mustang GT Coyote swap.
Perfect.
So what motivated me to do the swap? I bought the car with intentions of drag racing and driving on the street. So I wanted to make decent power and have reliability. So the simple answer was Coyote. So let's check it out. So first and foremost is a 2014 F-150 engine. Still has the stock camshafts. I haven't changed to the Mustang cams yet. I probably will in the future, but I'm having fun with it right now, so no reason to change. I did put a 2018 Mustang GT intake on it. Not sure if that's really helping me out, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, the cold air kit is actually a eBay kit. I was running the control pack air induction. Didn't really fit too well in the engine bay, and this looks a little better in my opinion. So I went with this. It was cheap, nothing fancy, but looks a little better than stock airbox and that kind of stuff. So the car was already set up for drag racing. Already had the fuel system, so I really didn't have to do much there. The only thing I had to buy for that was the fuel pressure regulator that you'll see there, and I went with the Holly unit. It works really well. Then I also decided to go with manual brakes. I know it's really hard to see in there, but I've got the Maximum Motorsports manual brake kit. Being mostly a drag car, I didn't need power brakes, and this is obviously lighter. I did not go with AC, obviously, again, drag racing mostly. Did not go power steering. All that saved me some weight and really was not necessary for me. So that's the basics of the engine. Not much to it. The car does have a C4 transmission, 3200 stall converter. It has a Hurst shifter. Take a look inside. Hurst pistol grip shifter. Got the Kirky racing seats. The car has a 10-point roll bar cage, whatever you want to call it. It already had all the gauges, the shifter and everything with it, so basically all I had to do was drop the engine in, so to speak. Aluminum drive shaft. It's got 410 gears in the rear. These are actually the street wheels that are on it now. I do have the weld wheels for the front, the American Muscle rear wheels. And I'm running the Mickey Thompson Pro Bracket radials. And one other thing I wanted to mention here, the car is tuned. I'm using the SCT X4. Works really well. I do like that. You can data log with it. It's pretty nice. As I mentioned, it's got 410 gears. It did have a fiberglass hatch on it. I swapped it out for a just stock hatch. Didn't really like the fiberglass, plus I wanted something I could seal up from the rain if I chose to drive in the rain. The car has run fairly well so far. Best time to date is 11:06:02. I ran that at Darlington Dragway. Sorry. You open up the driver's side so you can take a peek in there. So 11:06:02 so far. I know the car's got more in it. I'm just going to take some more seat time and I think some better tuning. So if you guys have any advice on who to go with for some tuning, let me know. Let's see what else. So the battery's in the back. Nothing special there. That's about it. Oh, 3-inch exhaust. I do want to talk about the exhaust. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but I actually had a set of headers for a 2011 to 2014 Mustang GT modified. These are shorty headers. Had them modified to fit the car. Basically only had to have that passenger top tube. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. That top tube I had to have modified, had to have it moved. Sorry about that, I had to cut the video. There's somebody on a motorcycle outside raising a little hell. But anyway, so I was talking about the headers. They are shorty headers, they are the eBay headers. Like I was saying, I had the top tube on this passenger side modified to clear the frame rail. Really not much other than that on the passenger side. The driver's side, I just had to put a little ding in the header to clear the steering shaft. All in all, cost me way less than some long tubes, so I was pretty happy with that. As far as exhaust, the rest of the exhaust, I've got a Jegs Universal X pipe. I'm gonna see if I can get y'all under here. If you can see that, Jegs Universal 3-inch X pipe running back to Dynamax race bullets. In my previous video I said pro bullets. That was my mistake. They are race bullets, 9 inches in length, 3-inch diameter. Then after that they run into the Flowmaster 3-inch tailpipes. I gotta say, I love these tailpipes. The fitment is really spot on, I think. I had a little bit of trouble lining it up, but I was doing it by myself, and it's kind of hard to do by yourself. I was on the ground. Wasn't a whole lot of fun, but all in all, I think they turned out really well. I did paint some of them. If you can see the black there. I did paint that with a high temp paint to kind of mask that just the standard, aluminum look of those. I think they turned out really well. The car sounds awesome. It's loud, really loud, as you'll see in this video. But that's basically about it. It's a really fun car. It's light, obviously. It's actually got a small block 4 K member that I reused. I didn't go with a swap K member because I was trying to keep the cost down. I was able to use some spacers, between the motor mount and K member, and then I also bought some spacers to go between the motor mount and the engine block. I went with 30 millimeter and 25 millimeter. I believe the longer side's on the passenger side. I would have to double check. Sorry for my old age, but I get forgetful. But anyway, 25 millimeter and 30 millimeter between the motor mounts and the engine block. So that is about the basics of the car. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making some track videos hopefully soon. I am trying to fix a coolant leak currently. That is leaking from where the thermostat housing I don't know if you can see it, bolts up to the water pump. I don't know if it's the cold weather and it's just not sealing. The car hasn't really been driven or run much, so maybe that's it, but hopefully we'll get that fixed. And once we start getting a little bit warmer weather and the track's open, hopefully we'll be at the track. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell. We'll be back with more content with our other cars, and we will see you next time.